Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast. It's our midlife crisis. Hello, welcome back into Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast. My name's LT Fletcher, joining you once again from here at the very centre of the warp of confusion. And I am joined once more by the rather irritated mortgage broker of the Chaotix crew who won't pay their bills. It's Eddie O'Keefe. Eddie, how are you today?
What does that mean?
Because Vector doesn't pay his bills.
Oh, I see. Is that canon?
That is canon, yeah.
Of course it
the running gag is that like they're always broke, and he's such a big softie.
Oh, that rings a bell from
Sonic
Heroes, I think.
Yeah, he doesn't like charging people because he's too nice, so they never have money.
That's right. He's a shit detective.
Also, they don't really detect stuff. They mainly just beat up robots.
Oh, my dad was a PI. He never beat up robots.
Oh, well, maybe he was
maybe
doing
he
it
did
wrong.
and didn't tell me.
Well, to be fair, yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah, he also wasn't a crocodile, so there we go.
Well, maybe. To the best of your knowledge, he wasn't.
That's true.
But speaking of knowledge, I'm ready to drop a knowledge bomb on you today. I'm going to expand your mind with a brand new chapter. Yes, today I'm going to be hosting the episode and Eddie's going to be reading the chapter. So before we hop into that, why don't we give our lovely listeners a little recap of what happened last time? Eddie, if you would care to remind everyone of the nonsense that occurred.
Just a heads up for the listeners / readers. This is the first time we've given like a 5-day grace period between recording, and I'm on day 2 of being very ill from London. Thanks, London. I ain't got a fucking clue what happened last. Oh, no, I do. Hang on, Shadow. Shadow met Pippa.
Pippa
Funnel. I said tunnels, I was thinking of Digger Tunner, that's why. He met Pippa Funnel, she had a Chaos Emerald, and then he lost the Pippa Funnel farming adventures game. He met Big, who completed the Elden Ring DLC and main game in one day, and then ascended into heaven. And then big scary reveal, spoilers. If you haven't listened to the last episode, listen to that first if you don't want spoilers. Bloody Robotnik was there.
He was.
Chilling out in his base, which I still don't know where he is. And then someone gave him the missing game of Pippa Funnel 2 Farming Adventure. And it was Froggy! So, big twist.
Gasp.
Big gasp. And in the meantime, Sonic is still looking for Knuckles / Amy, and Tails is looking for the mysterious 5th member.
Other way around.
Other way around. That'll do. Sonic's looking for 5th member, Tails is looking for Knuckles and Amy, and Vector is banging vanilla currently.
But hey, good for him. And Cream is going hungry.
She's making her own dinner again, it's fine.
Oh dear. Now, the question being then, if you were to write the next chapter, how would you pick up from where you left off previously? And let's see how it lines up with what I've got.
I would have completely ignored Shadow / Robotnik. That's a nice, like, one chapter tease. And Froggy, I would have left that.
Oh.
I probably would have gone to... Probably Sonic seems like the most logical route to take, but I also, like I think I said before, I still think it's funny we're just ignoring Sonic for the longest time possible. But I probably would have either gone to Sonic and just seen what he was up to and who he meets along the way, or to Tails and see if he finds Amy or Knuckles first. That's probably where I would have gone, but...
Well, we can't agree on all things, as you're soon to find out.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Are you ready for this?
I think so.
Okay, well, I don't know if you're going to be ready for the chapter title here.
Oh yes, I know you, yes. They've been getting increasingly ridiculous and long. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Right then, I'm now going to drop that in the chat. The keyboard is not switched on. The keyboard is now switched on. I've dropped it in the chat.
We will also do our best to eliminate any sniffs and coughs that I have, and apologies for that, whoever's editing. You're editing this one, so apologies to you.
That's okay.
So, soz lads. For fuck's sake.
Okay. So sorry.
Okay. think I'm ready. Jesus Christ.
Alrighty, take it away.
Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast, Chapter 6. Plan to Eradicate the Hedgehogs, as the Dragon Ball Z reference I don't expect you to get, is in reference to the animated short film Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans, which released in 2 parts in 1993, and also served as a video guide to the NES game, or rather, the Famicom video game. Dragon Ball Z side story, Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans. It's a bit of a mess, but it's fine as a curio. It was later remade with vastly modernised animation and a slightly rewritten story as Dragon Ball Z Plan to Eradicate the Super Saiyans, and was included in its entirety on Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2, which released on the Xbox... Fuck you! Which released on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 in 2010. Annoyingly, even this version did not receive a dub with English voices, which I think is a real shame, as the Dragon Ball dub is very strong and doesn't get enough credit for the quality of the voices and the excellent voice direction. Japan has actually had both of these films on DVD, and we fans in the West, once again, must go hungry. Actually, isn't that mad that the original version came out on the NES, not the SNES? Fucking hell. Super Famicom, if you prefer. In 1993, the SNES had been out for 3 years. I guess it speaks to the power and volume of the reinstall base of the NES in Japan that loyal Dragon Ball fans were all too happy to stick to that console. And let's not forget the Dragon Ball/Dragon Quest connection with Dragon Ball creator Akira Toriyama being Dragon Quest's character designer for many years, and with Dragon Quest being a huge seller on the NES, I suppose on reflection it does make sense that those die-hard fans, the sort who would queue around the corner of a building to get the new Dragon Quest game upon release, and particularly those on the younger end of the spectrum in the early 1990s, video game era when younger players were a key demographic targeted particularly by Nintendo, may be reluctant or unable to switch, no pun intended, to a new console, even with new and exciting Dragon Quest games on the horizon. Good for them. What the fuck, Kelsey?
Listen, it started, my fingers started and they couldn't stop. So that's the title of Chapter 6.
Yes. That is, let's double check. That is 376 words, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I sent Eddie a message saying that I might have escalated the chapter title arms race a little too far.
Well, I'm next. So.
It's only gonna get better. Listen, there is only one possible conclusion to this, and I'm just waiting to see which one of us does it.
Yes, me too. Oh dear. That's not going to fit in the title at all.
We'll never get that on iTunes.
Oh dear me. Robotnik was feeling pretty damn good right about now. And who could blame him? The next step of his master plan, which you'll recall his theme song clearly noted he was in possession of, had come to fruition. And the best of it was those fucking freedom fighter freak furry fannies had been none the wiser that he'd been aided by Big's Poliwag pal. Very good.
You're very welcome.
Robotnik had always disliked Big because he had absolutely no reason to dislike him. Seriously, Big had never shown any real interest in stopping Robotnik's plans. He just wanted to chill out and fish, and that made him the big fat egg of a man ridiculously angry. How dare that dopey twat of a dozy cat ignore him? Why he order? But now, revenge would come to all who had ever crossed him. He chuckled a loathsome murmur of a laugh, twiddling his moustache like an absolute wrong'un. Jesus Christ. How much about that then? Finally, this plan would at last see him destroy Sonic the Hedgehog once and for all. Robotnik pressed a button on his desk and spoke into an intercom. Orbot! Cubot! Get your geometric behinds in here! In seconds, Robotnik's best and most likeable lackeys entered the room. Seriously, how did Sonic Team manage so long without these two absolute gems? I agree, they're the fucking
Absolutely.
best. Robotnik is henchman in just about every adaptation of Sonic. How did Sega's most important development team miss the glaringly obvious? Ah well, they're worth the wait. These two are lads, and if you don't like them, then you're a wrong idiot. I completely agree.
It's all true.
How may we be of service, Doctor? Yes, tell us, oh great fucking hell. Yes, tell us, oh great bucket of fuck. Cubot squeaks. Jesus Christ. Orbot turned and looked at his pal confused. What? Robotnik sighed. Oh, for God's sake! He flipped open a panel on Cubot's head, pushed a loose connection back into place, and closed them up. Sorry about that, your roboticness. Cubot blinked. Robotnik ignored Cubot. I want you two to bear witness to this moment, in which I enact the next phase of my plan. What plan would that be, Doctor? Orbot asked, as if he didn't already know. My plan to be rid of Sonic the Hedgehog once and for all, of course. Robotnik laughed maniacally. Oh, of course. Orbot rolled his eyes as best as a robot without actual eyes can manage to do so. What's your tone for, you spherical sphincter? Well, first of all, you programmed me to be sassy, so whose fault was my tone? Orbot replied. And secondly, I'm not sure I have the confidence you do in your plan, Doctor. Cubot nodded. Yeah, I agree with Orbot, Dr. Robot Tits. Jesus Christ alive. He shook his head in a gear and slid him back into place. Sorry. I think you'll find, boys, I have a tremendous track record!
Fucking hell. That was beautiful.
Thank you. It seemed right to do them.
Of course.
Oh yes, Orbot replied. Assuming you ignore when your plan failed in 1991, then twice more in 1991, twice in 1992, a record 8 times in 1993. That was in fucking open brackets for some reason. Just like muttering to fucking Cubot. That was empirically the best year for the franchise. Close brackets. 5 2/3 times in 1994, 4 times in 1995, thrice in 1996. You lost the race in 1997, despite half the competitors being on foot and you being in a hovercraft. Then you failed again in 1998 and 1999. Took a year off for the millennium, then made up for lost time with back-to-back losses in 2001. Then a late entry in 2002, before getting handed 2 defeats in 2003, another in 2004, a minimum of 2 in 2005 depending on how you view time loops. Then in 2006 you initially lost 3 times, but it's one of those events deleted itself from history. I'll grant you it's only 2. Then he lost it at the Olympics and would you fucking shut the fucking fuck up? Robotnik bellowed. He'd had enough. Alright, so I've not got much in the win column, I'll grant you, but that tells me my luck is due to come in right about now. Or that you should go. Or that you should give up. Never! Fuck you! Rabbit. Oh, Froggy! Robotnik turned to look at the small amphibian. Where are my manners? I do apologise. Orbot, Cubot, Frogbot. Hey, just my little joke, Froggy. Take a look at this. Excellent, well done. Was that Sonic Heroes or Sonic Adventure? Take a look at this! Constantly. I was get a load of this.
Oh yeah, get a load of this!
Ha ha ha! Yes, well done. He pressed a button on a nearby surface and a panel on the floor slid open. From beneath the floor, a Badnik rose up. Robotnik opened a control panel on the robot's back and a small slot was visible. You boys will no doubt no shit. My favourite band, no doubt. You boys will no doubt know it's no simple feat to get programming delivered to thousands of Badniks. Global Wi-Fi is still somehow shit, so I must rely on physical options instead. I've used to... Fucking hell. I used to use Sega Game Gear cartridges storage media, but those are now difficult to get hold of as they're mostly ended up in the hands of collectors who pay big moolah for them. Did you see that Shelby Incredibly Safe recently forked out for a box copy of Sonic Chaos with the manual? I'm sure he thinks his collection looks great, but I bet he won't be so happy when he dies alone thanks to his Sonic obsession, serving as a repellent to anyone with a personality.
How dare you.
That's not true. Robotnik suddenly developed a severe itch in... Fucking hell. Robotnik suddenly developed a severe itch in his ass, as if a higher power had taken offence to the comment and somehow wove it into life's narrative. And finding Game Gear games boxed with a manual isn't very common, and it isn't a waste of money, actually.
Yeah, you're right.
How much was the game of interest, if you care to disclose?
I think 23, boxed with manual.
That's not terrible at all.
It's pretty good for 1993.
I say it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I say it's pretty damn fucking good.
I'm bloody happy with it, so I am.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Robotnik. Dickhead.
Robotnik continued, trying to push out a loud, dry air blast in an attempt to scratch the anal itch. Jesus Christ. But now, the perfect piece of proprietary storage media has been discovered. He held aloft the DS game. Behold, the Nintendo DS game cart. And this game is the key to it all. This is Pippa Funnel 2 Farm Adventures. And within its code is the secret to obliterating Sonic and his miserable friends. He clicked the game cart into the slot on the Badnik, which whirred to life with the Nintendo DS startup sound. The Badnik looked at Robotnik and spoke in a robotic voice, what with being a robot. Greetings, Master. Loading horse data. Horse data loaded. Excellent! Robotnik cooed predictably. Now this Badnik has all the powers and abilities of... Fucking Christ. Now this bandit has all of the powers and abilities of Pippa Funnel. That is how it works. Don't bother checking. Shut up. Then we're going to use those powers to splatter that cunting hedgehog. And the best part is, he'll never see it coming. He thinks I died of COVID-19. Oh my god! Which is ridiculous, because COVID isn't even real anyway. And soon, neither will be Sonic the Hedgehog's prospects of living. For God's sake.
I'm sorry.
Why is it accurate, though? The IQ of like 400 or whatever, but he would be a fucking COVID denier. It just makes sense. Good lord.
Do you know what? Ever since chapter 1, I've been waiting for an opportunity to have Robotnik say COVID isn't real.
Knuckles sat bored. He felt a twinge of guilt and snapped out of his mood. It was his sacred duty to guard the Master Emerald. Boredom didn't come into it. He had to be the responsible one in Team Sonic. Goodness knows nobody else is going to be. Especially not Amy, but especially not Tails, and especially not Sonic. But, well, it had got increasingly difficult to lie to himself. The truth was, standing guard by the Emerald Shrine really was boring. Knuckles blamed Sonic. Life had been a lot easier before Sonic and Robotnik got him tangled up in their never-ending feud. See, before then, it was easy enough to just tune everything else out and stand in front of the Master Emerald. But since Sonic had introduced Knuckles to adventuring and friends and voice-stealing magic boxes, I forgot about that, fucking hell. Going back to how things used to be seemed dull. Maybe he just needed someone to talk to. If only he knew where that sexy lady Echidna with the big teeth and long pointy purple tail had gone. Is that fucking Lara Sue?
That's Fang from the last chapter.
Oh, of course! Oh, no, Lara Sue's his daughter, isn't it?
Yes, Julie Sue's his girlfriend in the comics.
Good. Julie's her mum's name, so we're not doing that.
Oh, there we go.
I refuse to write that myself.
Fair.
Tails has suggested setting up a security perimeter around the Emerald Shrine to allow Knuckles to wander off for a bit. But you know how ancient ruins are. As soon as you start setting up lasers and cameras, it gets a bit pricey. Knuckles has spoken to someone from the National Fucking hell! I love it when we just drop in a very British thing for absolutely no fucking reason. It's funny every time.
It just felt appropriate. I mean, like, who else would he speak to? You know, they'd know.
Knuckles has spoken to someone from the National Trust, but they weren't interested. The English heritage was a non-starter as well, by many to the fact that neither Knuckles nor the Emerald Shrine was English. They had asked him why he never bothered asking them, but when Knuckles became belligerent, they soothed him with a £4 bag of crisps that didn't quite taste right, and a bowl of soup that wasn't very filling from their current cafe. Oh no! Poor Knuckles.
I mean, hey, we've all had lovely days out at National Trust and English Heritage landmark sites, but the cafes are a bit shit, lads, I'm sorry.
They really are. They sure are. And I've just got a horrible idea of Knuckles using a food bank, and I don't know why it's so funny to me. Jesus Christ.
What?
But Knuckles knew deep down there would come times he had no choice but to step away from the Master Emerald. Like right now, for instance. He really needed a wee. Jesus. Knuckles started gently hopping back and forth from one leg to the other. But all that did was shake his bladder up all the more like that time Sonic had shook a can of Schweppes lemonade. Why is it so specific? Like, this is... Generally, if you want to write a comedy, just make something specific. And it is infinitely funnier. I don't know the logic or science behind it, but instead of saying chocolate bar, say Kit Kat. It is always funnier, and it has no reason to be, but it just is.
I remember a conversation some time ago. I think we decided that a Lion Bar is the funniest chocolate, because it's just... Why is it called a Lion Bar? What are you talking about?
It's also a fucking banging chocolate. I love a Lion Bar.
Oh, there we go.
Knuckles started gently hopping back and forth from one leg to the other, but all that did was shake his bladder up all the more like at times Sonic had shook a can of Schweppes lemonade up at super speed and gave it to Charmy, only for the poor bee to find himself launched 300 yards backwards by the erupting fizzy pop. Knuckles tried crossing his legs tightly. He was a grown adult. All that did was squash his balls. Jesus Christ. Which didn't help any. Knuckles tried to remember the advice he was given by his father. Then he remembered he'd grown up alone and had no recollection of his father, who isn't canon, so that was no use whatsoever. What? Fucking hell. Ah. There was nothing for it. The Emerald Shrine was near the edge of the island. He could dash across, peer over the edge, be back before anyone knew it. Right? Knuckles ran hurriedly down the stairs. He became only more intensely aware of his problem as his feet pounded down the ancient zone steps. Why did he lose the Emerald Shrine outside? It was fine in the Hidden Palace Zone. There were en-suite facilities in there too, but no. He wanted the weather and the view. What a fool he'd been. I always preferred the Hidden Palace aesthetic to just being outside.
Yeah, it seems very out of nowhere. And, like, to me, it seems strange as well that, okay, this incredibly valuable jewel has been stolen by Robotnik. Better put it out in the elements where he can just swoop in and grab it.
It's silly. Glancing back over his shoulder at the Master Emerald, which is only about 30 feet behind him, and not even remotely out of view, Knuckles reached the edge of the angelic floating Angel Island. See, I caught it both at the same time, so nobody can be mad at me. It's definitely Angel Island.
In my heart of hearts, it will always be the floating island.
Interesting.
But I acquiesce, it's Angel Island.
It was Angel Island in the game, I think.
The thing that always confused me with it is the first level is the Angel Island zone, so wouldn't the whole island be the Angel Island zone?
That's interesting. Yes, that makes sense, I guess.
It's deeply confusing.
Thanks, Sonic, you dick. Squinting side to side, to be doubly sure nobody was there, he let loose a lovely leak over the side of the island, and groaned a sigh of pure relief. He'd been holding that in for 3 hours. Knuckles turned back. Hey, Knuckles! Knuckles damn near jumped out of his skin. Aha. Tails! When did you get here? Oh, a few minutes... No, I'm sick. I can do the voice really well, by the way. I'd be sick every recording. Oh, a few minutes ago! I was just stood directly behind you and out of your field of vision this whole entire time. What? Knuckles was baffled. What the... What? You should drink more water. That way was dangerously yellow. You'll get a kidney infection if you're not careful. I don't... Knuckles stopped himself and raised his hands, cutting himself off. There was no point in getting into this conversation. Not again. Tails had received a DK Ultimate Guide to Urology book for his... Fuck, why?! The DK Ultimate Guide to Urology book for his birthday from Amy, and it backfired on the rest of the Team Sonic spectacularly as he spent the next 4 months lecturing them about proper hydration. By the way, Tails continued, did you pay attention to where you were whizzing just now? Only, the island's directly above Station Square. Oh, shitting fuck! Knuckles shook his head. It's such an outrageous explanation. Oh, sure it's fine. There's no need to worry. It'll probably just dissipate in the air. Down below in Station Square, the love-struck girl with pints of burger shop employee was finally building up the courage. Today was the day to talk to the object of her affections. God, it was hard to pluck up the strength to talk to someone you like. Fear of rejection is horrid, crippling even. But no, she wasted enough time. It was at last the day to move into action. She was going to tell the minimum wage object of her affections how she felt. And maybe he'd feel the same. And you know what? If he didn't, that was okay too. Because this was no way to live. She couldn't keep doing this to herself. Her heart hurt just thinking about the anguish she put herself through. And for what? To keep feeling foolish that she'd never just taken that chance? No. She wouldn't let him slip through her fingers. Not any longer. No, sir. Nothing was going to stop her now. Hi, Bubsy. Why, if the heavens are fucking hell. If the heavens opened up and rain fell down with furious anger onto her, her spirits couldn't be dampened. No way! This was the time. Not even a freak accident of a circus was going to change her course or her mind at this point. She was going to do it! Go on, love! You got this! 2 feet to her left, a litre of piss fell from the sky and landed directly on Silver the Hedgehog. Oh my god! He screamed a grief-stricken cry. Maybe she tried tomorrow. Poor Silver.
I don't know what it was, but like very early on, I was like, what happens when Knuckles needs a wee? And then it just escalated from there.
Genuinely, I was going to write something similar. Where he's just like, oh, I need a wee and I can't stay here. And then he just like, I was probably going to do him pissing on the Emerald. And people are like, what the fuck's he doing? But I'm glad we have the same mind. So, Knuckles began. What brings you to my island, Tails? And also, get off my island. Tails bowed his head low. And may your claps be blessed, brother. Get off my island was, of course, the traditional Echidna greeting. And Tails had been truly honoured. Is that true?
It is now.
Okay, fine. Again, I can never fucking tell with Sonic. That's the great thing about you knowing so much Sonic stuff and me knowing like a handful mostly from the games. Is like, is this canon? Because it could fucking be.
The beauty of it is I can just fucking lie and you wouldn't know.
No. Jesus. Knuckles, we got a situation! The fox continued, brandishing his tiny little Knuckles doll and then placing it gently atop the Master Emerald. I'll explain along the way. There's no time to lose. We have to go pick Amy up. Where's Sonic? Come on, I'll fill you in. Tails hopped into his go-kart. Oh, good. I'm glad he built it. That's nice. Whoa, badass! Knuckles beamed. Correct! Knuckles jumped to the back of the car, and Tails made the horn go beep beep. Oh, that's so cute, bless him. He doesn't have to at all. Tails made the horn go beep beep as it whizzed off at an impressive 12 miles per hour, driven by miles per hour. Only 12 miles, Tails, come on. I like the idea that in this case Knuckles is like around the corner from his house. For God's sake! Jet the Hawk. I almost wrote fucking a Jack the Hawk chapter. That was going to be my thing next time. I'm so mad.
Well, I mean, maybe you'll have an opportunity.
I saw a thing and it was like, oh, like forgotten and loved Sonic characters, and Jet was there, and I was like, no one likes Jet the fucking Hawk.
You're right.
Jet the Hawk with Bowser Harley. That'll be our Christmas episode.
Yes!
Jet the Hawk kicked the soles of his shoe against the wall. I am bored as fucking fuck! Fucking hell. Is Wave the
Wave's
yes,
the good
Wave
one,
yes. Wave the Swallow growled at him. Jet, we heard you the first 18 times, alright? Pick something to do then, would you? Well, we've watched all the DVDs and you rinsed us both at poker. Storm the Albatross butted in.
Well, you shouldn't have asked for it to be strip poker, Jet. Wave wears more clothes than both of us because she's a girl.
That's how Sonic character design works. Girl means
Very true.
clothes.
The point is, leader of the Babylon Rogues cut him off. I am fucking bored, and if I don't get some excitement in my life, I'm gonna shoot myself in the face! You're so fucking dramatic, Wave yelled. Grow up, you big green bean! There's the wonderful comedy irony of telling someone to grow up and then calling them a big green bean. It's lovely comedy irony. A good bit of comedy theory there for you.
Thank you.
Maybe we should go and search in the Babylon Garden,
Storm suggested. No, dude! Jet replied, exacerbated. We already did that! Like they just forgot. I think it was the plot of 3 separate games even! Even Sonic Team are sick of that one! We need to do something new! Well, fucking hell! What a shit! How about we go and buy a new DVD? It's the best they have. My god, that's brilliant! Jet the Hawk, Jet the Squawks, fuck you. My god, that's brilliant! Jet the Hawk, Jet the Squawked. We'll go down to Mobius and go to the HMV! Wave seethed silently. She told her mum she was going to grow up and be a brilliant physicist. How'd you get trapped on an airship with these absolute dinlows? I've not heard of dinlow in a long time.
It's a great word.
I sure do like HMV, Jet.
Storm smiled.
I was thinking to myself last time I visited a couple of years ago, I'm glad.
Oh no.
I was thinking to myself last time I visited a couple of years ago, I'm glad it's not just become another shop full of wall-to-wall Funko Pops and ironic shit t-shirts.
Also called EGX this year.
Oh dear.
Cunt. Absolutely fucking awful. If that happened, I think I'll lose my fucking mind to go on a big rampage, said Jet foreshadowingly. At that moment, the Time Meter punched through the air in front of the 3 of them and grabbed them, pulling them into white space. Didn't see that coming, did you? To be continued in Sonic's X Shadow, X Silver, X Chris Thorndyke, X Charmy, X Jet Generations, releasing September 2076. End of Chapter 6. Okay, round of applause. Beautiful chapter.
Thank you.
Those nice little punchy bits of different characters, which I always really like. It's nice just to be like, here's a couple of stories moving along and starting slowly. I need to ask them, who's the Time Eater? Well, that's from Sonic Generations.
Yeah, the baddie from Sonic Generations.
And I'm guessing White Space is the hub world.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, good. Just so I'm aware, and if the listeners don't know, now they kind of know vaguely that I know, so fuck it.
This is it.
Okay. Good lord.
I mean, we did have a bit with Tails and Knuckles.
Yes.
But I think I ignored everything else you said.
I'm glad. I really like that you are able to push so many stories at once. I think that's one of your strengths.
Oh.
I'm very much just like I'll focus on this one story and then ruin it. But
I wrote the bit with Tails and Knuckles, and I was like, we need something stupid to end on. Oh, let's have the Babylon Rogues, because they're cunts and I hate them.
They are shite. They're so shit.
They are shitloads for cunts.
Yes, they are. Of course they are. Because they had like a super final boss too, didn't they? That game.
Oh, I feel bad now, because Alex likes them.
Oh, fine. I mean, they're like, because they were the bad guys. Then, of course, as it's a Sonic game, they became their friends.
Yes.
So there must have been a super evil big bad boss at the end, and I'm sure that's just like, oh, generic shapes.
Generic shapes!
That's like just shapes together. Like, ooh. Let's Google it. I need to know for my sanity.
Eggman, what have you done? You've unleashed the Venn diagram! You fool, Sonic! This is the Flowchartatron!
It was the Guardian of Babylon, of course it was.
Of course.
By the rivers of Babylon! Guardian of Babylon. Okay, Babylon Garden. Okay, he's just a purple genie looking guy.
Great.
Good.
Let's have a look. What does he look like? I never got this far in Sonic.
Oh, I finished it a few times.
Oh, he's silly looking.
It's generic shite, isn't it? Like, alright, I'll do. He's such a shitlord for cunts.
Absolute shitload for cunts.
Only appearance Sonic Riders. That's what you fucking deserve, mate. You useless cunt. So that means there must have been a second boss for the second game then.
Maybe.
Zero Gravity. Zero Gravity wasn't the really shite one, was it?
I can't remember. There was
No, Sonic Free Riders was the
Free. You're right. Yeah. Zero Gravity's good by all accounts. I never played it though.
Astral Babylon was next, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, Astral Babylon was a place. Oh, SCRHD. That's not a fucking...
SCRHD?
Yeah.
What is
Giant
this?
Uniform.
Oh, that's rubbish. It's just a robot.
Yeah,
In a series that has quite a lot of them.
Well, I used to.
Well, true.
What an absolute load of shite. Great.
It contained an arc of the cosmos until it spontaneously exploded and was taken by storm. Storm is capitalised, we're referring to the character, not the act of taking it by storm.
Excellent. Good. Well, I'm happy we got some nice Robotnik lore to push on. We now know why he's getting the cartridges. I mean, it also makes sense. It feels a very Sonic way to do things as well.
I will be honest here. I did actually have a few extra little bits that I cut out of this that showed a little bit more of what the game cartridge specifically was going to do. But I thought it might be funny to leave that for a later time. Or indeed for you to completely override it.
I like it. I like the idea of put a cartridge in and then... Oh, you now have this power.
Yeah.
Great. It makes sense. It feels very Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, absolutely.
And it also feels Robotnik, because it isn't just like, I've made a robot with the powers of Pippa Funnels. No, I have to make a robot, get the cartridge, then put it in. It's like, why are you taking extra steps, mate? He always does it. It's like, you've taken 2 steps too many, mate. Just cut it down and streamline your process. He's rubbish.
But he does have the master plan.
He does, I'm sure. I like the Knuckles stuff. That's always fun.
I liked writing that. That was good stuff. I enjoyed that.
And we've established now that, the Emerald is safe for now. So that's nice. Poor Silver.
Yeah, I see. For that, I was like, okay, well, if Knuckles needs a Wii, logically he has to have a Wii. What is the Wii going to fall on?
Yes. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Where am I going to go next? That's the question.
You could even be silly and have Sonic the Hedgehog appear in this Sonic the Hedgehog.
I might. I might do.
I love how we're doing anything in our power to not write about the central character.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm excited though. I have some ideas brewing. It just depends where I want to go with it. I think I'm just gonna write and see what comes out first, then go with that.
That's probably for the best. Get the creative juices flowing.
Yes, lovely. Well, thank you, LT. This has been delightful as always.
Yeah, thank you, Eddie. It's always an honour and a privilege and a pleasure to do very silly, stupid, funny things with you and give you a
I take this very seriously, actually.
Oh, I see. That explains the beret.
What we will do, though, for the next chapter, I think we should give the audience a chance to vote on something.
Ooh.
So, let's say, audience, for whichever character I decide to write first in the next chapter, I would like you to give me a location of where they are visiting.
Oh.
It can be Sonic related, it can be fucking anything else related. Just give me a location. We'll drop a little thread after when this episode comes out on Twitter, X, Blue Sky, wherever, and on Discords. Give us a location. I'll put it in a randomizer, choose whichever one comes out, and then I'll have to write a character based on where location they're in.
Excellent stuff.
I think that'd be a nice, fun thing to do. And we'll also give out a shout out to whoever chose that location
Yes.
on the episode.
Yes, so you'll be immortalised forever, and that makes you an accessory to our crimes.
Absolutely.
And when Sega come for us, you will take the fall.
You fucking will, mate.
I'm not going to prison over this. Not again. I can't go back.
Unlike Sonic's creator.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah.
if I got to go to that prison and meet him, that'd be terrible actually, because that would be in Japan, so I wouldn't be able to speak the language. But you get the point.
Yes, exactly. Anyway, speaking of crimes, LT, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at LT Dangerous, and I'm also on Blue Sky, which everyone is increasingly migrating over to at the moment. My account there is ltdangerous.newlegacyinc.tv, because I've got a special URL on Blue Sky. Oh, yes. It's there's bits and bobs going off in the old world of me, I guess. You can find me talking all manner of crap. And of course I've got other podcasts as well. There's Ruthless Aggression Relived if you like wrestling, and there's Chatatouille if you like Disney.
Yay! I sure bloody do.
It's all grand. But more to the point, my dear friend Eddie O'Keefe,
Hello.
Where can our listeners find you?
You can find my personal socials at Eddie O Podcast. That's on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, fucking everywhere. Eddie O Podcasts. You can find me there. Or if you want to support my other podcast, it's Budgeons and Dragons, which is a tabletop RPG, almost like a roguelike comedy D&D game. Very, very silly, very stupid. If you don't know by now, you're a fucking dumb not listening. But give us a follow and listen to that podcast. If you like this podcast and the humour we have here, you'll love Budgeons and Dragons.
I agree.
And you can follow Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the comic, the podcast. That never gets any fucking easier to say.
Especially since he just added 2 extra words to it.
Did I?
Yeah, you threw in the comic as well.
Oh shit, whoopsie. I'll do that again. And if you like Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the comic... No, fucking hell. This has to stay in now.
Yep.
The rule of comedy. You fucked it up twice, you got to put it in. We're doing some big comedy theory here today in this episode.
We're learning things, listeners.
We sure
We're
are.
learning how to be funnier.
If you want to support this podcast, you can follow us on all social medias at Sonic the Oh my god! Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast. I told you, Emil. Which is at Sonic THTFTP. At Sonic THTFTP. Don't forget to give us a 5-star review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And most importantly, just tell your friends about us.
Yes.
That's the best way to support us for free and to get people listening. We really appreciate the nice feedback we've had on the first 2 episodes. It's been really lovely, so we appreciate that. And thank you everyone who's listened so far and left us some nice reviews. We appreciate it, and we appreciate you.
Oh, we do. We appreciate you so much in our little hearts.
Yes.
And as Dr. Robotnik once asked, what colour is my heart?
Did he really say that?
He did.
Of course he fucking did.
To which Snively responded, I don't see a heart. Precisely.
It's a stupid fucking French.
Shit fucking stupid dumb show.
Lovely. I was stalling for time there, trying to remember our fucking sign-off, and I remembered it was fucking Stay Sonic, so... Stay Sonic.
Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Big love in your heart for all of us, especially Eddie, who's so happy he has to stay Sonic forever.
Doesn't mean anything!
It means the world to me. Bye!
Bye!